Greetings YouTube, this is Consoletronix, my name's Gray, and you join me today as I venture behind enemy lines to bring to you an 8-bit Nintendo review. Now I never owned a NES as a kid, as I was on the other side of the 8-bit divide in Master System country, but I was messing around in the Nintendo library recently when a very familiar name caught my eye. The short-lived, and even shorter of stature, original Pocket Monsters, Matchbox's Monster in My Pocket. Part of the miniature gimmick that toy makers seemed obsessed with trying to convince children that they wanted in the late 1980s and early 1990s, with a succession of short-lived franchises like Micro Machines, Polly Pocket, Mighty Max, Ring Raiders and Battle Beasts. Not to mention many established toy lines like Transformers also jumping on the diminutive bandwagon. But considering most of them lasted about as long as a Game Gear's battery life, how and why is there a high-profile NES release for one of the fad's lower-end franchises? Oh, hang on, it was developed by Konami. Ah, well, that explains everything, as Konami in the early 90s would cast the licensing net far and wide, producing games for any and all comic and cartoon series with a cult appeal, such as Bucky O'Hare, Asterix and Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa. And Monster in My Pocket was a small license with big ambitions, trying to get an animated series and comic book off the ground, but then Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out, and well, the rest is history. But all these years later, few may remember the toys, but what of the video game? I can only imagine the makers of Monster in My Pocket must have thought all their Christmases and birthdays had come together when they got the phone call from Konami wanting to turn their cheap plastic tat into a video game. And while Konami's reputation might be irretrievably lost today, their back catalogue of games reads like the very history of gaming's greatest hits. But where does Monster in My Pocket rank? Let's find out, shall we? Well, first, as I'm sure you've probably noticed, it's a shock horror 2D platformer. A pretty basic one if I'm totally honest with you, but Konami had a magic touch for making fun, enjoyable and addictive video games that far surpassed their source material. And Monster in My Pocket is no exception. Yes, it's simple, yes, it's definitely aimed at younger gamers, but having enjoyed the time I spent playing it recently, I have no problem whatsoever in recommending this one to any and all of you out there looking for a fun little platformer to pass some time with. You control either Dracula or Frankenstein's monster, neither of whom have been given any quirky new names or personalities, or any sort of in-game abilities for that matter, as you take your chosen monster of literary fame into a Honey I Shrunk the Kids style adventure. There is some sort of story about a warlock shrinking monsters who won't serve his evil whims, but let's just say the story of the game never quite had me on the edge of my seat. Its fast-paced platform action though definitely kept me coming back for more, and despite having only 7 stages to traverse, meaning you'll complete it pretty quickly, its fun platforming purity means that you'll enjoy yourself while it lasts. So this has been Consoletronix, and my name's Gray. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully there'll be more retro-themed uploads for you to enjoy up very soon. So please like, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.